Okay, this is part 2. Midpoint, you add the x's, divide by 2. So 6 plus 10 is 16, divided by 2 is 8. 4 plus 3 is 7, divided by 2 is 7/2. Or if you want to put 3.5, that's fine with me. Distance, remember, is the difference of the x's squared plus the difference of the y squared. So it'd be 10 minus 6, or you could go 6 minus 10. It doesn't matter because you're squaring it. And then 4 minus 3 squared. So 10 minus 6 is 4. 4 squared is 16, plus 4 minus 3 is 1, squared is 1. So it's the square root of 17. So this one, midpoint, -6 minus 4 is -10, divided by 2 is -5. 11 plus 8 is 19, divided by 2, 19/2. Distance, -6 minus a -4 squared plus 11 minus 8 squared. So -6 plus 4 is -2, squared is 4. 11 minus 8 is 3, squared is 9, so it's square root of 13. Yay! Okay. Oops, there we go. Now, inequalities, we need to factor this, x plus 2, x minus 2, and we're going to make sign graphs. So x plus 2, x minus 2, and then the product of both of those. So remember, the top tells you what happens when you put the bottom in for x. So at -2, you have a 0. To the right, it's positive. Left, it's negative. At 2, you have 0. Right is positive. Left is negative. So at -2, you have a 0. At 2, you have a 0. Positive. Positive and negative is negative. And negative and negative is positive. Then, okay, I'm looking for positive, and that would be greater than 2 or less than -2. This one, 2x minus 1, x minus 5. So you'd have 2x minus 1, x minus 5, then the product. Wee. So at 1/2, oops, I wrote that kind of small, you have a 0. To the right is positive, to the left is negative. At 5, you have a 0. To the right is positive. So at 5, at 1/2, so positive. In the middle, positive and negative is negative and positive. 2 negatives make a positive. I want to know where it's less than or equal to 0, and that's between 1/2 and 5. Now solving. Since there's an equals, I can multiply both sides by the LCD. So 6 goes into 12 twice, so I'd have 2 times x plus 3. Plus 4 goes into 12 3 times, so multiply that to the numerator. Then 3 goes in 4 times. So I would have 2x plus 6 plus 3x minus 3 equals 4x. So 5x plus 3 equals 4x. So I'm going to subtract 4x, subtract 3, x equals -3. And we don't have to worry about the undefined because there's no variables in the denominator. But for this problem, you do have to worry about the undefined, because there are variables in the denominator. So the undefined would be plus or minus 2. And the LCD would be x plus 2, x minus 2. So multiply across, x plus 2 cancels. It'd be 5 times x minus 2. Plus the x minus 2 cancels. It'd be 4x plus 2. And all of it cancels. It'd be 10x. So 5x minus 10 plus 4x plus 8 equals 10x. So 9x minus 2 equals 10x, just simplified. So I'm going to subtract 9x. Now, can I use -2? No, it's part of the undefined. Can't use it, causes problem, and since that was our only choice, it'd be no reals. No reals. Now, there's only 2 problems left, but I'm running out of time, so I'm going to make a third part.